Do it live.
Yes. All right. Welcome, ladies and I'm sorry, I'm gonna start that over.
Sounds so enthusiastic about that one.
Nope.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here with episode number 2 of Richens Richmond Musicians Radio.
Woo.
That was a terrible intro.
Yeah.
We got there eventually.
We have the lovely Allison Kennedy here,
Hello.
and the late Sheb Woods here,
Delinquent Sheb Woods.
and
Yeah.
and a special guest joining us today.
Yeah.
You don't know my last name.
Yeah, I don't.
You're all strangers. I'm John Eberly.
Nice.
Like
There you go.
like the Everly brothers, but with a B. Eberly. Okay?
John Everly.
Let's get that out there, you know.
He, I guess his special abilities are Wolverine claws
Nice.
and recording.
Yes.
You know
How does he do that with Wolverine claws?
what I mean? It's magic. It's magic.
Yeah, I'm recording this right now, okay?
Yeah. Multitasking. So, but yeah, just to do a little recap. Last time we talked about a few things, like making sure your stuff is straight before you perform, and taking the time to do things right. It's very important. So definitely don't forget that. You guys check out the episode. YouTube, it's on richmondmusicians.com. All right, check it out. And let's go into this first topic, which is recording and editing. Now, one thing I like to say is taking the time to record perfectly. Now, John,
Yes.
what insights can you give us on, what makes your job easier recording artists? Like, what is something artists have to do to make your job easy?
Just the performance is the number one thing, because it's so hard to fix all, drums that are off time, vocals that aren't right, and everyone relies so heavily on like I do, I love drum replacement plugins and everything, but it's just you have the easiest time if you start out with the best sounds you can get right off the bat. It's kind of like, it's basic stuff, but a good performance is, because it's hard to fix those kind of mistakes,
Yeah, that's true.
But it's also hard if the artist is pressed for time, or you got to get that take, but you can't do it 100 times. So I don't know.
In rush, yeah. No, I agree. This is something Sheb's not familiar with recording stuff because he mixes stuff, so you just sit there.
This is new to me. I'm learning. This is good.
Yeah, he needs to learn. You play piano if you ever decide to record something.
I haven't recorded anything.
Yeah.
It's something I definitely do in the future.
He's working on Mary Had a Little.
Yeah. I'm halfway through.
It's a tricky one.
Yeah, I mean, definitely know your songs before you go and record them, and maybe practice recording, different ways. You can always play things you definitely play things differently when you are, at band practice or whatever,
Yeah.
And then when you go to the studio, it's totally different. Sometimes you're playing by yourself. Sometimes there's a click track, it gets weird for people.
That
They're
is
like, I don't know what to do.
That is true.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have that experience. Now, I saw a photo of you, Allison, recording. Is that like your band's personal studio?
No, that would be my drummer's apartment.
Okay.
That we were trying to send in a demo for a music festival in Harrisonburg as an audition, and we didn't realize how close the deadline was, so we could not go. We didn't have the time or the resources to go to like legit nice place like this. So we had a friend, or the keyboardist has a friend that does recording, and he drove down and just brought some equipment, and we just cut like a rough demo there in his living room.
Okay, does someone want to turn the phone off? Shit.
Love that. text messages. Yes, continue about the recording.
Over there,
And
and
then-
him just rudely interrupting.
It's all good.
Phone
Recording.
scene to have to
Continue.
deal with.
Let's go.
Run time out. I wish I could just cut off your mic. Just sit there and think about what you did. John's gonna go cut it off. All right.
Don't do that, John. It's fine.
But yeah, no, that's one thing too. Which brings me to either saving the money to record professionally or building your own studio. Like personally, I have my own studio. I do my stuff. The only thing I don't do is mastering. And I don't have enough mics to do drums. Plus, I'm in an apartment, and there's a demon lady that lives below me, so I can't do that. But yeah, that's definitely one thing. Like it does take time. In a sense, it should take time, unless artists just have it down like that.
Absolutely. We had been playing for a while before we recorded that, and we thought we were gonna knock it out in just a couple hours, but there's a lot.
It's a different ballgame.
Yeah, there's a lot more that goes into it than you think initially. So looking back, we should probably have practiced a little bit more, maybe.
Well, one thing John and I were talking about earlier was listening to yourself, like having your own recording stuff, even if it's not like the best equipment, but just so you can hear, because that's one thing. A lot of people practice live and do that all the time, but when you record, you just can listen that much more. So it's almost like a playback. So
Yeah.
Try to record a demo first, and then go to the studio, or record a demo and record a better version yourself.
Exactly.
That's what we've changed actually our songs since we've listened to the demo.
Oh,
This kind
definitely.
of doesn't work. Let's reevaluate how we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
No, that's a good idea.
Indeed, it is. Indeed. Yeah, and that's also one thing too. Just something out there in case artists don't know. Pros and cons versus going to a studio versus building your own studio. Now, if you go to a studio, which is always good because
Like the track meet.
yes,
Okay.
like this is the place we're at right now. Track meets, awesome stuff. They have the curtain. We'll talk about that later.
All right,
And
just putting it out there. Yeah. To put it in context so people know who I am, I'm just, not just some random.
John is
guy.
a random guy.
Yeah.
No,
I really am.
He's one of the record engineers here because I figured, what better person talking about recording and such.
I was gonna just listen to another podcast in the other room while you guys did
That's-
that. I was gonna
yeah,
shut
I
the
was-
door and put the curtains up.
He was. It broke my heart, so I had to make him
Yeah,
come sit down here. But yeah. So pros and cons. Like a pro about going to another studio is if you take stuff seriously and you really want to know all about everything, and which you should when it comes to music. Normally in most studios you can sit in and you can watch how a lot of the engineers edit their stuff. That's always a pro, especially if you have some equipment, even though it's not as good, but you learn something. Another pro is going to a studio that's not yours, is you learn how to utilize your time a lot better because you have that time. It's like after, I don't know how you guys, is it hourly you guys?
Yeah, it's hourly. Yeah.
Yeah, so based on hourly, it's like you know what you have to get done, and you work harder at a faster pace and more efficient. It's also a good thing. Another good thing is then and there, if you need something recorded at great quality, there you go. Boom, you just go in, you get it done. Now, I'll say a pro about having a personal studio, and there's also a con, but okay, the pro about a personal studio is one, doesn't matter how many tries, you can just keep going and keep trying until you get it perfect. You can tweak it, you can change stuff, you're always listening back. That's a great way to actually, it perfects your skills, not only recording, but when you perform live too. So, because I don't nearly practice as much, I know personally, when I do live shows, it's just because I'm always at my computer, just listening back, changing stuff, tweaking it, and it becomes memory. So that's always a good thing. Another good thing is in the long run, owning your own studio saves money. But the con to that is it's gonna take a long time to build your studio unless you just have like buttloads of cash. That's one thing. So that, which most people don't. Most people don't. Most of us, especially musicians, tend to be broke. Because I think I've been building my studio and updating equipment since 2005. Started with Sonar and then Cakewalk, and then now at Pro Tools.
It's usually the graduation from the Sonar to Logic to. I like Logic still though.
I don't think I've ever used Logic before.
Sounds funny out of context. I've never used Logic or anything. I'm not familiar with Logic.
Yeah, so that's one thing, because I don't know if you play instruments too. Mm-hmm. Have you ever tried just recording yourself out?
Like with what?
I don't know.
This tape recorder.
That or something.
Yeah, I used to have a karaoke machine, so sometimes I would sing into that, record it.
Okay.
Allison, do you play keyboard or?
I used to play piano.
Piano
but
stuff?
It's been many years since I.
What do you play? Guitar or sing mostly?
I sing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to tape on a 4-track tape recorder, and then you'd have to like bounce it down to your stereo to mix it. It was before digital recording.
Yeah, that's a lot of work right there.
Yeah, it was crazy.
But now that's cool, man. Just all that experience and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cheb, you have any input? No.
Recording. Do it. That's all I can say. Right?
Record yourself.
Yeah. Don't worry, Cheb. Maybe one day you'll get into that.
The recording?
Yeah.
No.
Well, if you're composing your own stuff, you.
Well, yeah, but I don't know if I want to get in the. I'd rather just focus on one thing.
It's fun.
Recording?
Yeah.
I don't know. All right.
Do you get to wear the headphones and you're like?
Yeah.
Well, I used to do that all the time before, so I don't know. Headphones don't excite me as much as they used to.
Yeah.
Sadly. I don't even know what that means. Actually. I just said that.
Me either.
Did they used to excite you?
Excited. I was happy when the Dre headphones came out because they had like the extra little amplifiers in there and whatnot.
Yeah, those are actually really nice.
But now it's null and void because now you can find headphones that accommodate and have pretty much the same sort of settings as Dre headphones.
Yeah.
For a lot cheaper now. So.
Well, there's different types of headphones too. Like
I like the
that's
sound canceling ones. Those are the best.
mine's
Yeah, my dad
high.
has those.
I have high frequency Sennheiser ones.
Yeah,
I don't
those are
know
good.
which ones those are, but
In the control room.
Yeah.
Those brown Sennheisers. Yeah, I don't. They're Joe's. I don't know the model number right now.
yeah, I just know mine's like really good for
They
hearing
sound
high
good.
frequencies. So.
Pitch. Yeah.
No, but yeah, that's another thing too. Like recording is great for a lot of people that are out there that are trying to sing and
Did you just say trying to say?
He did.
yeah, I'm gonna say trying to because some people just it's like hey like it just ain't working, bro. You need to go to tambourine or something. Switch it up. But
Who right now have you heard that has a deal that is currently singing on major stages that you don't like, that you consider cannot sing,
that shouldn't be singing.
that shouldn't be singing? Name three.
One is Lil Wayne.
Or
he tries to sing.
though. Is it?
He's gargling on
Is
top.
that that's singing. I don't know. I don't think
I mean,
that's singing.
you know,
Like singing,
None against
conventional singing.
I don't. It's hard to say because I haven't really listened to a lot of newer artists live, and I know they fix up the artists a lot.
Right.
Like, but I also brought Lil Wayne because in the BET Awards, like it was like a couple years ago, they had the OJs come on.
Oh, I remember this stuff.
And they sounded magnificent. And then when they had like they did like the new OJs or something, like with like Tyrese and them, they did something that sounded great. they were on point. And then after all that goodness, then comes Lil Wayne. His "I Want to Fuck Every Girl in the World" song.
Which one?
And the thing about that, like, not only did he have like little girls on the stage when he's singing that with Drake, I kid you not, it was so he set black people back about 100 years on that one. It was bad. And
100 years.
just after that, a lot of people had a face palm like on Facebook. It was just,
why would you do that? Yeah.
But it was like, from what I heard on his albums, he sounded so clear. Of course, pronunciation and all that too, and everything sounded smooth. But when he did his live thing, he sounded like a gargoyle or something of that nature.
I still consider that singing. I still consider that singing.
But it's just it's one of those things. I mean,
I don't like, as far as singing goes, I don't like Lady Gaga. I think her voice is terrible.
Whoa.
I think her voice is terrible.
I think she's
I am going to disagree.
Me too.
I'm agreeing with it.
There is
You're on your
a.
own show.
Oh,
No, you
You're on
gotta-
your own.
I don't think she can sing.
No, you gotta look up this video of her doing "Born This Way" with her backup singers. It's like before a concert, and they're just warming up, and they're doing the whole thing a cappella.
Yeah.
You'll never say that again.
Really?
Yeah.
I got it.
See, and then the thing about it, like, she can do different styles too.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
I
and
just don't like
she started as like a
style.
jazz singer, so she'll take her songs and do them like this kind of old timey jazz, Broadway
Sorry.
feeling
How dare
thing.
you?
I'm sorry.
You,
I just,
you don't talk about Mother Monster like that.
I just don't like her voice. I don't know.
I mean, she sounds like Madonna.
Yeah, but I don't like
A little bit.
Madonna neither. So I guess well, that
Madonna
makes sense
lately
then.
though, Madonna, when I heard her at the Super Bowl or whatever,
Oh, God.
or what, she lip synced because I guess she couldn't sing. I don't know if people just give up now because they just want to lip sync.
No, it's because they're moving on stage.
It's because she
harder
did
to
like
sing
all
while
that crazy
moving.
stuff, like that weird wire thing. Where she was like sitting on that wire.
I don't know.
Weird.
They don't.
It's weird.
I think artists do too much nowadays. Like, you can't be doing the Taibo
Yeah,
exercise.
but you gotta entertain though. That's a part of the show.
Look, if someone's good enough, like back in the day, I would when I saw Mariah Carey on TV singing. I mean, give or take, she has like the craziest range.
I like her
but,
because of the pitch though.
or even Aretha Franklin, like anyone that can just sing, like they don't have to do all like the Beyonce, like sing ladies up, blah blah blah, and like they don't have to do like just. You could just be still. Like the band is
like
enough.
Adele. Adele's good at singing.
Yeah,
Yes,
she
and
doesn't.
she just stands there.
She doesn't have to do
Yeah.
aerobics
Yeah.
class.
I like her. It's just.
But they don't like. They try. I feel like they try to do too much, and then it backfires because it's like. I mean, choreography is cool, but it's like, bro, you're not Michael Jackson, so you can't pull it off. Just sing, and just make the band look extravagant in the background. Personally, that's how I feel. But
If you're a powerful singer, I don't think you should. There's no need for you to do too many movements anyway.
exactly.
Because that's a part of the whole. That's why people are there to see you, is to hear you sing.
Or do it in a break. But I mean, it's just, I'm sure. And it's almost like this too, John. If someone came in here and while they're trying to record, if they're trying to do dance moves, it doesn't make sense.
No.
It doesn't.
Save that for the live show.
Exactly. But it's the same concept because if you're all over the place, your voice is being.
But all of those artists that you guys are talking about, they all have like backing tracks and stuff live. I mean, they might not be lip syncing, but their voice is coming out a little bit,
Yeah.
So, yeah. But to be fair,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Someone else said.
Well, you know that Super Bowl where Whitney Houston sang the national anthem, and it's like, it's beautiful. I saw somewhere where she lip synced that. I mean, she pre-recorded it, and then
yeah.
but she's definitely one of those vocalists that doesn't have to.
She doesn't need to do it. She just doesn't.
Yeah. So I just wonder if that's just the norm now, so that it's gonna sound good no matter what.
It's probably safe.
The outside factors are that.
I think it's
that's
hard
how
to
it sound.
sing in big places like that. Obviously,
can't
we've
hear
never done
yourself.
it, so
Yeah. I guess
if
it would
they-
be nerve wracking and.
I'd forget the words. I don't care. That's fine.
Say, can you Just scream. But speaking of that, oh man, around here, some of the hip hop shows. I'm not gonna say any names, but some of the shows I've been to, they just. Speaking of living, it's just it's so horrendous. Not only do they have like 20 people on stage, they also just play their recording with like everything and like all the vocals in it. And
Are they singing on top of it?
they're singing on top of it. You can hear in the background. Not only that, there's like 500 dudes on stage yelling in the mic. You don't know what's going on. And the other thing is, the recording, this goes back to the recording. The recording itself isn't even good. And I know you witnessed, or did you DJ'd at Kingdom before for one of the things?
God. Many times.
Yeah, he's had to deal with some of the hip hop artists that do that, and like that's just it's like not only if you're gonna at least lip sync, well not lip sync, but if you're gonna at least have like all your stuff playing in the background, at least have a good recording.
Yeah, because I've heard some really bad recordings going on, and then I've heard when they have the background track is playing louder than they're actually talking, and it's like this is retarded. Like this doesn't make any sense. You're failing your audience right now. But I've heard some really bad stuff go down there. Obviously not the place. It's just who is dictating their music at the time. So yeah, you gotta practice to make perfect.
Indeed. Well, I'm gonna say for right now, we're gonna take a short break, and we'll be back with some more topics. Ooh.
Got a little breath,